Welcome, Freedomizers, one and all. We've brought you guys a lot of bad news from time to time, and it's sure nice to have a program that has very little bad news. Some of us have very sore tongues from biting on them for so long, and, well, we'll continue to do so until instructed to do otherwise. But we can loosen them a bit for today's program. You, who are the listeners, are the real Freedom Reigns team, because it's you who gets things done. We had scheduled Amy Sharon to do a follow-up regarding the CPS kidnapping of her child, but due to circumstances, she has not been able. She was not able to be with us today. But we do hope to hear from her sometime in the near future. And with that announcement made, Drake, with Terry as his backup, have agreed to come back on and update us all and clear up assumptions or misconceptions that many might have that in the blink of an eye, things in shining armor are going to come bounding over the hill, snatch the lovely, fair, damn so-called America off the train tracks, and whoop up on all the bad guys. Well, that only works in the movies, guys, and selected cartoons. What we're seeing are New World Order castle walls worldwide crumbling slowly and surely. There are movements in the military that tell us that our worst fears will not materialize. There are movements in the military that tell us that certain good things will happen. Unfortunately, most of that is still classified. So far, it is all good. It may not be happening on the timetable we want, but things are happening. And rather than listening to this reporter, I'll hand the show over to Drake and Terry for some Freedom Reigns operatives, or our Freedom Reigns operatives, to explain and update in a bit. Drake and Terry will give the most balanced view of what they see coming our way. No artificial doom and gloom, no false hope, just the most accurate picture that they can paint at the moment. Also, I want to bring a new member of our team, an experienced member, more than a little familiar with the ways of our so-called government. Her name is Anita. She's from Central Ohio, farm country. She's no stranger to controversy, and she's a master diplomat. Something we need a whole lot more of. She has a very good understanding of the nuts and bolts of Agenda 21 and how they are unfolding it here and now. I would suggest that you listen to her very closely. She wastes no words. Keep pencil and paper handy. And from the rough and tumble mountains of West Virginia, my co-host, Jim, will give a short update on the Freedom Reigns County project at the end of the show. And at this point, I guess, let me see, who do we have here available with us at this point? Drake, we have you with us. I am I'm opening mics here. There you go, Drake. You're almost, there you go. You're live, Drake. Drake, can you hear us? Drake. Hello. Okay. Terry, are you with us?
I'm here.
You're here. We're not hearing Drake at all, but he is open.
Do you show his line there?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, Drake.
Try again. Let's try again. Drake, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
There he is.
Awesome. Okay. It's just a little bit sluggish for me today.
And Deatra, your volume on your end is very low. You're sounding quite faint.
I'm trying really hard here. I'm losing my voice with lack of sleep. I will try and speak louder. I hope you guys were able to pretty well hear, the intro. I'm going to let you and Drake, particularly, to give kind of whatever little update he can. And then we had a discussion yesterday, and we feel it's very important at Freedom Reigns to help our listeners understand why it's so important and the need for starting at the county level in taking back our states, our countries. So, Grace, if you'd like to do that.
Well, I got a lot of different things. I wrote a summation for a community project, and I'm not sure exactly. I don't have the introduction that I put up because I didn't print it out.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Basically, it is on the website. I saw that. The 4 points are pretty simple. The idea of going back to your grassroots means rebuilding. There's the importance, and that goes to just about everything. Then there's actions, and then there's why. The basis of building something is how. What do you start out with? Well, you start with a foundation. You create a foundation by either digging a hole and pouring concrete or saying hello to somebody. Just that simple. The importance of the situation goes according to your situation in life, where you live. You could be city, urban, country, woods, varies. The things that go on in a person's life are going to be a little different because of that type of difference in lifestyle. To go along with it, you've got actions that can be taken. And primarily, I'm going to leave why until the end. And the reason I'm going to do that is that because what we're looking at is the importance of what we're striving to do. There are several things that are going to have to happen. One of those is organization. Another is going to be taking care of each other. The ability to have a spokesperson talk to someone who would represent people who are still with us in what's left of the government after mass arrests. There's a variety of things dealing with this, but primarily the first thing to do is to relax. The world is not coming to an end. The second thing to do is to think about what way you might be able to assist friends, neighbors, yourself. Buying a little extra at the grocery might be nice in terms of building up a big pile of cans. The other part of that is that you might also then be able to share a spaghetti meal to keep people from starving to death. Make sure the kids are fed, that sort of thing. The variation of what society has given us in terms of being suspicious of everybody and tossing that in the trash. Yeah, be careful. That's a given, but don't be too shy where you're hiding in a corner like a wallflower. Go ahead and feel free to talk to people. You'd be surprised how friendly most people are. And after you talk to them a few times, you guys develop an interest between each other. That interest then can be the basis for other things. If that person has a need, you can maybe see to, and if they don't want to feel like you're being charitable, let them mop the floor or, something. I mean, here, why don't you clean some windows for me, or whatever they're capable of doing, if they are capable of doing something like that. Mm-hmm. Could be something as simple as cooking dinner. and just make a trade. Then the charity part of it goes out, and they've earned something, and everybody's happy. The heart of this goes to a combination of things that have been needing to have been said. Everybody is aware of the idea of being humanitarian to everybody. Well, there's some people you just can't be too social with. There's some people that you cannot be trusting of. There's some people that are just flat dangerous. Those are the people that are going to find themselves in a real serious situation. And that situation is that anybody who does not have friends, know their neighbors, or be acquainted with some people, is going to have a real hard way to go. If they don't have all of the things they need, and they need something, what do they do to get it? Most people go to the store. What are you going to do if the store's empty? What are you going to do if it's closed down because nobody knows what to do, or they're scared and hiding at home? Whatever the situation is, you try to look to what you can do about it. The foundation of that starts with the people individually. Small group of houses, an area that's close to a small city or town, or within the town itself. You build a community awareness. Just simply that, nothing more. Then at the point where somebody needs something, you take the phone tree, and now a phone tree is really easy to build. You call one person, they call two. You call somebody else, they call two. And pretty soon everybody knows what's going on. And somebody's going to have that extra ingredient that you can't get because the stores are closed at the time you need it, in order to finish the birthday cake you plan to have ready for in the morning for your child or whatever.
Right.
It's just that simple. And this starts out that way. Then when something really comes down that's serious, when something comes along and it's maybe dangerous, then that phone tree can light up and say, ooh, what's going on? You can spread information. You can help each other. You can meet at a place. There's a variety of things that goes into this. Two things that I recommend. And that one is start an extra can of soup, an extra can of veggies, an extra can of some kind of sauce for that you might like for spaghetti or noodle dinners, things of that nature. That keeps for quite a while. The other thing is to start being aware of what might be able to be done in any area that everybody would probably appreciate. They think it might be, if they think that it might be something neat, at the very least, it could be something utilitarian. Doesn't matter. But the idea is twofold. You get used to being around other people, they get used to you. You might even become friends, don't know. But people who are used to working together, when you get those pairs, when you get those little groups of people who are used to working together, and you bring those together, then you have what's called a community. And that's the name of this, the Community Project. The project is to project the community individually to everyone you can get a hold of or talk to, in order that, and I'm going to be real explicit, our financial situation is going in the toilet. I don't know exactly how long, but it's coming. And like it or not, that's going to screw things up thoroughly. What happens when your dollars don't buy stuff?
Right.
That's a serious problem. Okay? Number two, as that goes in the toilet, there's going to be a lot of thugs. And I mean people with guns that think they can come out and just take whatever they want because we can't pay the police, maybe they won't bother us, or whatever the deal might be. Everybody's staying home because they think it's dangerous or they're scared or whatever reason. Mm-hmm. When a community is tight-knit, that phone tree lights up. You just dial somebody's number and leave the receiver off the line. They'll hear what's going on. Grab the shotgun, they're coming in the door. Okay, well, then the neighbors are going to come over and see what's going on. Mm-hmm. There you go. Just that simple. You can take care of these problems, and that's kind of extreme, but it's very possible. When people get hungry, they will do anything to eat, just about. Doesn't matter too much what gets in their way. If they see food on the other side of somebody, they'll go through